This is just an excerpt from a full episode. If you enjoyed what you hear here, go check out other full episodes, either on YouTube or as part of the podcast feed. Enjoy! Moving on to fake news. Last bastion of straight up lying to people for fun and profit, Fox News allowed a whistleblower claiming China created COVID-19 coronavirus onto the not at all news, though it is pretending hard to be seen as news program Tucker Carlson Tonight. The whistleblower was named Li Mengyan and claimed she was a virologist. The fact that she appeared on the show, Tucker Carlson Tonight, should have been people's first concern. Tucker Carlson Tonight is a bigger red flag than the time that 536 people formed a Chinese flag in the water. After Fox aired its interview with Yan, Facebook labeled the clip, which was posted to the official Tucker Carlson Tonight page, and shared tens of thousands of times, probably by your aunt and uncle, as false information. Look, when you are called out by Facebook for spreading misinformation, you know you have officially become a misinformation super spreader. Congratulations, Tucker and crew. It's been a long road and I am sure you have so many people to thank. But they wouldn't think you were being sincere anyway, so we can just skip right past that. The only thing clear is that she is the lead author of the paper that has been posted to Zenodo and is entitled Unusual Features of the SARS-CoV-2 Genome, suggesting sophisticated laboratory modification rather than natural evolution and delineation of its probable synthetic root. Zenodo is a general-purpose, open-access repository developed under the European Open Air Program and operated by CERN, which makes it sound pretty fancy, and in a sense, it is. But having a paper on Zenodo doesn't mean much. Practically anyone can post their paper on Zenodo. All you need is internet access. The only advantage to it being stored at CERN is that maybe, they will send it through the Hadron Collider and atomize it into God particles, or something sciencey like that. The four authors of the paper, Li Mengyan, Xu Kang, Ji Guan, and Shangchun Hu, all have the Rule of Law Society and Rule of Law Foundation as their affiliation. The foundation was formed by former Trump administration staffer and living red flag and grifter of donors who simply wanted to build a wall to keep out people who aren't like them, Steve Bannon. The society lists its mission to expose corruption, obstruction, illegality, brutality, false imprisonment, excessive sentencing, harassment, and inhumanity perverse in the political, legal, business, and financial systems of China. Which is great for Bannon back when he was a member of the anti-China White House, as it put him in good standing with a man who hated and loved Xi Jinping on any given day, depending on how many deals he had going on at the time. But the frank and open truth of the matter is, this is a piece of questionable science presented on the Tucker Carlson Show, a show so notoriously unreliable, Fox's own lawyers have said that you cannot believe it. And then there's US District Judge Mary Kay Viscockle, whose opinion leans heavily on the arguments of Fox's lawyers, that the general tenor of the show should then inform a viewer that Carlson is not stating actual facts about the topics he discusses and is instead engaging in exaggeration and non-literal commentary. Granted, Judge Viscockle's opinion does come from a judge, a generally highly educated and well-respected member of the community who spends the day listening to the most delicately weaved arguments by criminal masterminds.
Hold myself into contempt. Listen to me, you. Listen to me. Go yourself. I'm through here. Y'all done? I'm finding you in contempt of court. I don't care. I know you don't, and I sentence you to 20 days for that. And if you say anything else, I'm gonna add 20 days for everything you say. You. 40 days. You again. 60. Go yourself. A year. Your mama. 10 years. Suck my. You know something? This is gonna be an interesting trial. Oh yeah? Oh yeah.
If I'm honest, not enough episodes of Law and Order play out like this did. It'd be a ratings hit. People should really get on that. But most viewers of Tucker Carlson aren't judges. They are people who come to Carlson because they, beyond all belief, trust him and agree with his loose, figurative, or hyperbolic opinions, at least according to his lawyers. A very similar defense to the Alex Jones "this is a performance artist" defense.
Ladies and gentlemen of this supposed jury, you must now decide whether or not to reverse the decision for my client Chef. I know he seems guilty, but ladies and gentlemen, this is Chewbacca. Now think about that for 1 minute. That does not make sense.
Fox attorneys noted that meeting the standard of actual malice requires more than just showing someone should have researched or investigated the subject before mouthing off. The Fox's team legal briefs compared Carlson's show to a radio talk show programs hosted by ex-MSNBC and Fox Business star Don Imus, who won a case more than 2 decades ago because an appellate court ruled the complainant of statements would not have been taken by reasonable listeners as factual pronouncements, but simply as instances in which the defendant radio hosts had expressed their views over the air in a crude and hyperbolic manner that was, over the years, become their verbal stock in trade. This is a rather rude slam of the Fox News After Dark audience, calling them both smart and stupid at the same time, allowing them to have their cake and deport it too. I would like to think that this means that you could just rely on the Fox News Before Dark programs, but the Daily Beast has reported that Fox News recently slashed its research team, cutting it by about 1/4 during modest network-wide layoffs, providing the clearest picture of why they quietly removed the fair and balanced from their company signage. We wouldn't want people to unreasonably assume that they were being either fair or balanced.